Alright, we return. Hello, everyone. Hello. We have more Tales of Legendia. Dyslexic cut of Godfather with leave, take the gun, and leave the cannoli. Hang on. We just started and we have a counter incursion already. Like dealing with a toddler. Alright. I like the term counter incursion. It's good. It describes her perfectly. Elsa, are you feeling alright? Yes, for now. Where's Chloe? We have to find her quickly. Yes, it would be a shame if we got there too late, wouldn't it? Let's pretend we didn't hear that. This time, I swear I'll stop her. Sentinel, you might have to fight her again. If that's what it takes, then so be it. I took it too lightly. I wasn't prepared to deal with the weight of Chloe's burden. Aw, don't worry, Sentinel. We're in this with you. Don't stress so much, Senny. We're here too, remember? Yeah, you're right. I'm envious. About what? Chloe has such wonderful friends. You're an important friend to her too. That's why we have to stop her. Right, let's go. You were seeing a mobile game ad? Hang on. And like, holy fuck, they just ripped off WoW. These look like such a bad knockoffs of Jaina and Arthas. It was an ad for Warcraft Rumble. Great. Mira's on the counter like, yeah, I'm on the counter. The fuck are you gonna do? Oh, that's what you're gonna do about it. Exactly. The fuck you gonna do? Gone. Oh, yeah, he's getting up. Shit. Gotta get out of here.
This'll just take a second.
So we got a lava dragon.
Brilliant vanguard of
Well, naturally, I'm gonna kill the Peepit chick first.
interrupted the heiress.
Celestial travelers, I call upon you to lead my enemies to their final rest under heaven's menacing glare. Meteor storm!
This is not where I expected to find a lava dragon, by the way.
All lifeless creatures come to steal me.
Anti-shogun!
Switch up our tenebrous arms and lead my enemies to their black hole.
Spread!
This thing has 22,000 AP. Still not as annoying as fighting, the Tiamats.
We won!
Doesn't that sum up most of Blizzard's IPs at this point? Bad knockoffs of their own IPs. Could you imagine if that's the legacy they have? You once saw a bad mobile game ad? It started Kathy Bates as a bad mobile game, or as a murder-swole woman. I feel like that's like just her niche.
On your own. Black hole!
Dark force!
That interrupted the heiress.
You think you just described the Activision Blizzard area? Or era?
Black hole!
A company trying to rip off the original Blizzard? I mean, it's only a matter of time until they're just fully just Microsoft.
Moses! All us, baby! It's all us!
So, a lot of people talk about how Microsoft's going to be doing all these great things for all the things that they bought, and they might. The chance exists, okay? I'm not going to completely discredit that. But, whenever I ask about the studios that they bought and the successes they've had, I'm usually just told Sea of Thieves.
Man, someone give me a real fast.
And if your only example out of all the studios they bought is one game, that's kind of a problem. Also, I'm a little concerned that there's so many sentient beds in this game.
Don't go too far.
Dark
On your
Force!
own. I know. Savage strike.
Celestial Traveler,
Roadhog.
echoes on beat.
Final
To
embrace.
lead my enemies to their final rest under heaven's...
Like, Rare started off like in a really bad state with Microsoft, and they've had one win in how many years?
Take your eyes off him.
Like, Sea of Thieves didn't even start off all that great.
Silence!
Lone wolf.
The EA Graveyard.
Spread.
Celestial
What are
Traveler,
you cooking
echoes
up?
on beat. To lead my enemies to their final rest under heaven's...
I have my moments.
You're still amazed they killed SimCity? Yeah. Wait, did I equip you with your new weapon? I did, okay. I have no idea where the fuck I'm going, by the way. It's just up here, at least. Yellow ores. Okay, we need that. How are we gonna find elven boots? This would probably be the place. In fact, I'm just gonna look up where to find elven boots. Wow. Alright, I called that.
Man, someone give me a real
Fade
fight.
in the icy snow.
Right.
Born on the
Beast
streets of
impact.
Elven boots are in this area.
Thunderblade.
Could you imagine if somebody went up to a bear, picked up their cub, and fucking just volleyball slammed it into them?
Thunderblade. Just what are you cooking up?
That seems to be EA's thing, isn't it? Make the same sports game over and over again and sell it to people?
Final embrace. Savage strike.
With Madden, they just stopped even hiding it. They were just like, let's keep doing the same thing.
Firestorm!
Every drop of sweat
The City
and drain
Skylines
is one
fandom was
less
gonna
drop
kill
of blood in
Skylines
battle.
too?
Yeah.
I remember you saying
push-ups?
stuff about that. This place actually gets decent EXP though. 700 EXP for that. Well, I hope I can find the elven boots, because I need those. That's not true. EA adds more sweat each year. Releasing a broken alpha game for full price doesn't even model the city correctly. I mean, they thought it was a great idea.
Black hole.
Ever true and undefiled, grant this wanton sinner before me the majesty. Ray!
Here, use this. Don't go too far on your own. I know.
So, FF14 did an amazing thing where it took a bad game, shut it down, and made an amazing game from it. Unfortunately, I think that spawned an issue of people just releasing terrible games and then getting away with fixing those games as a sort of apology to everybody who bought them. No Man's Sky. Like, a lot of people like to cite No Man's Sky, but in Cyberpunk 2077, like, come on, guys.
Don't underestimate the enemy.
Yeah, it's great that the games are fixed now, sure, but
Thunderblade.
they should never have been released in the state that they were.
Meteor storm!
Here, use this. Recover. Rogue. Maiden of ice who sleepeth in silent forest.
Meteor
Face my
storm!
enemies if it gets any closer. If it... Final embrace. Rogue hunt.
And then apparently Wolverine got leaked. And people are like, hey, the alpha build's playable on the Xbox. Who gives a shit? It's the alpha build.
A foolish soul entombed in death's slow grasp and rent by its teeth of light.
Meteor
Name.
storm!
Wolf storm. Icicle volt.
Did he shut the fuck up and didn't advertise features? What? Okay, so Yes, he did advertise a lot of shit that didn't exist, but then players also advertised a lot of features that he never even said were going to be in the game. Or just make incomplete games, release them as early access, and use the money from that to make a game Vampire Survivors and Crab Champions. I do my best to not buy early access games anymore. Like, Kaiju B, I never forgot about you. I just didn't see your message. You got blended in. Hey, Biggie, how you doing?
Black hole!
Merry Christmas, my friend.
Lead my enemies to their final rest under heaven's menacing glare. Meteor storm!
Release them, yeah. So,
Don't take your eyes off.
I like to quote the game Wolfen.
Black hole!
Wolfen was in early access for fucking ever. And then they released DLC. Paid DLC.
Don't take your eyes off him. Rogue Hunt, just what are you cooking up? Just indignation. What are you cooking up?
And I'm like, excuse me? No, if you are an early access game, you are not releasing DLC. That is absolutely bullshit.
Is one less drop of blood in battle.
I think Ark did eventually release, but yeah, it fucking had a sequel announced before early access was even released on that game. No, I don't want Abe's Wood. I want fucking Elven Boots. This sucks.
Coil! Beat it, Strike! Beat it, Strike! Don't go too far on your own. I know.
All right, this tempest from... What are you doing?
Tempest from distant. That
Black
interrupted the air. Savage Strike! Spread! Wolfstorm!
cover me while I...
Savage Strike! Rogue Hunt!
No, they just slapped the release sticker on the beta build and switched to the sequel, which was just the next build of the first, but now with a charge. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
What'd you think of that, huh?
Biggie, what'd you get for Christmas? And how is the little doggo doing? Everything around Ark was so scummy. I believe it. I mean, I mainly believe it because the video game industry's gotten to the point where it's easy to believe all that shit, right?
Beat it, Strike! Coil! Don't go too far on your own. Freeze Lancer! Savage Strike!
Meteor storm!
Rogue Hunt! Beast Impact!
Get the Witcher books for Christmas?
Freeze Lancer!
I read that it was for the online, not the single player.
Region, stretch out thy tenebrous arms and lead my enemies to their eternal slaughter! Black hole!
The doggo's happy? Good to hear.
Black hole!
Yeah, I was reading that they were expansions for the online that just got canceled because why bother when the online was already making a ton of money? It was all single player? Yeah, I was reading the opposite of that. SP Assassin campaign. I mean, I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm just saying the people that I was reading about were probably not correct in their source.
Man, someone give me a real fight! Coil! Beat it, Strike!
You can thank every whale who bought a shark card for that.
Storm!
Yep.
Freeze Lancer!
Another common business model that's popping up
I got him now! Rogue Hunt!
is releasing a game with terrible business monetization models on purpose, and then apologizing after you've already sunk all the whales, for it and then releasing a better monetization model. That's still garbage.
Maybe I've been playing a bit too hard. Spread.
Oh, right, this tempest from distant regions. Stretch out thy tenebrous arms and lead my enemies to their attack.
In a vision, like imagine if you could get.
Playing a bit too hard.
Imagine if you could do an Ivan Ooze style mind control on every gamer. You can get people to stop buying stupid shit. People to stop making stupid shit. Like people who bought that shooter that recently died instantly, or Redfall, or any of those games that have zero substance but advertise well. Too true. Or what about any game that Tiamat enjoys? One of the biggest controversies recently, I think, in my opinion, was Blizzard with Overwatch 2.
Piece of cake.
Just what are you cooking up? Beat it, Strike.
What are you doing?
Fucking
What are you cooking up? Wild rain.
claim that you won't have to pay for any hero, and that it was going to be PvE. And then we find out that they canceled the PvE, but not only did they cancel the PvE, they canceled it before it even released, and just didn't say anything for a year and a half.
Maiden of ice who sleepeth in silent forest. Maybe I'm playing a bit too hard. Smiling up for them.
I'll be honest, I was interested in PvE Overwatch because I think the characters are really interesting and the world has a lot of potential, but nope. Somehow I ended up back here.
Don't underestimate the enemy. Beat it, Strike. Go Wolf.
Shoo, shoo, away.
Set.
Firestorm.
Strike. Wolfpack. Wolfpack.
Was because they said all heroes are mastered for free in Overwatch 1. So all Overwatch 2 was ship the game you paid $50 for into a free-to-play game. But they then could just microtransit them.
Enemies to their eternal slumber. Black hole. Maybe I've been playing a bit too hard.
So
Meteor storm.
I've always said that I don't really care about cosmetics being microtransactions because whatever, they're cosmetic, they don't really affect anything. But then Blizzard's like, oh, okay, so we're gonna start charging $20 to $40 per cosmetic, and it's like, that's as much or half of a new game almost.
Don't underestimate the enemy. Beat it, Strike.
Silence.
Wolfstorm.
It becomes more and more pay to win. With every new hero, it becomes more and more pay to win. Recently, your tank not having the hero needed to counter the other team literally cost you a match. Yeah.
Firestorm.
Maybe I've been playing a bit too hard.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock is free, scissors can be unlocked, and paper is paid DLC.
What game is this? I have my moments.
Yeah. Yeah, where the fuck are the other butterflies? The ones straight up are not the ones I should be using. These ones either.
Man, someone give me a real file. The one in the depths of nothing, abandon your monster.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing?
Don't go too far on your own. I know. Extension. Outcast. Eat this.
Billy.
I got him now. Roadhog.
Oh, right, this tempest from distant regions.
Spread. What are
Stretch
you?
out thy tenebrous arms and lead my enemies. Black hole.
Really excited out of the heavens. Fly havoc and with your wrath lead my enemies to their doom.
Oh, right, this tempest from distant regions.
Indignation.
Stretch out thy tenebrous arms and lead my enemies to their eternal black hole.
Good check.
Thunderblade!
On me to lead my enemies to their final rest under heaven's
Every drop of sweat in training is one less drop of blood in battle. Yeah.
So
Push-ups?
China is doing something in the gaming sphere right now, where they're making it so that developers have to they can't have gacha elements in games anymore. Or if you want to put gacha elements in your game, you have to list the you have to allow for those things to be purchased separately.
This'll just take a second. Tempest from distant regions stretch out thy tenebrous arms and lead my enemies to their eternal slumber. Black hole!
majesty of thy judgment!
Wild rain!
Ray!
Here, use this! Wolf storm! Recover! What do you...
Hey, what are you doing?
They're doing more than just capping microtransactions,
Don't take your eyes.
but that is one thing they're doing.
All right, let's do this from distant regions. Black hole!
Don't take your eyes off him.
But it's just crazy, the sheer amount of microtransactions that are in it now.
All us.
I mean, you don't want to rely on China to do it, which is fair, but at the same time, if they come up with a solution that works, then I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go, because there's only one blue butterfly and it leads me back to the area I was just in.
Don't underestimate the enemy. Wild rain! Beat it, strike!
Silence!
Don't go too far on your own. I know. Spread! Rogue Hunt!
Now, I'm not saying that their solution's gonna work, but
All right, let's go. Savage strike!
I'm just saying that they're pushing something in that might work, and
Savage strike! Maiden of ice. Who
Blizzard!
sleepest in silent forest, waits my enemies to go pure smile and offer them tribalism now! Final
it hasn't come in
embrace.
yet, but that might be it, right?
You brought this on yourself.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go back over here. See, these butterflies are the only ones that I've been able to find. So, and that just takes me back to where I started.
Coming from behind!
Just what are you calling up? That interrupted the Eris. Beat it, strike!
Celestial traveler, I call upon thee to lead my enemies to their final rest under heaven's meteor storm!
The thing is, voting with your wallet would be a valid strategy to fight these if people voted with their wallet. If one person doesn't buy, I mean, great for you on a moral ground, but it doesn't actually affect anything because for every you that doesn't buy, there's 10,000 that do. And I'm not saying don't do that, because morals to me are an absolutely worthy reason to not do anything. Like, I haven't paid, I didn't buy any of Blizzard's games after they started all that shit with their workers, because I don't think they deserve my money. Plus, a lot of their games have been half-assed.
That interrupted
But
the Eris.
Eternal light, savage driven undefined.
doesn't mean I dislike their games.
Someone cover me while I'm casting G. Someone cover me while I'm casting G.
Brilliant Vanguard. That interrupted the Eris.
Someone cover me while I'm casting
Maybe?
That interrupted the Eris. Savage strike!
It might not be education, it might just be a, I want this, I want my enjoyment, fuck everyone else.
Don't take your eyes off it. What are you looking at, huh?
Firestorm!
Lightless tempest from distant regions stretch out thy tenebrous arms and lead my enemies to their eternal slumber. Black hole! Savage strike!
Sammy, that was so cool!
So, you might be right. Education. Yeah, voting doesn't work. It could only be. Tribe says, I just want to go back to regular gaming where I can grab a physical copy of a game and not have it deleted forever when the company decides to do so. I agree with you, Tribe. That would be nice. Now, I'm okay with digital games because, well, it's another way to give games. To get games, that's fine. But I do love me some of my physical games.
Firestorm!
Don't go too far on your own. I know. Outcast! Black hole!
Dark force!
I have no content and creativity. And yeah, Twitch inherently has its own problems.
Icicle Volt!
Right? Like, digital games inherently isn't a bad thing. I get why people like digital games. I like digital games. I also just like my physical games too.
Final rest under heaven's menacing glare. Meteor storm!
Your mundane form and become annihilation incarnate!
Exactly the same.
Celestial traveler, I call upon thee to lead my enemies to their final rest under heaven's menacing.
You bought, oh yeah, exactly. The good place, open your eyes to morals and capitalism. You bought flowers for your mom, but the trucks that shipped them were made by slave labor, and the owner owns a blood diamond mine in South Africa. I have. I bought the physical versions of Final Fantasy VII. I buy Dragon Quest games. I get the physical edition. Usually if it's a series I really like, I'll get them.
O lightless tempest from distant regions, stretch out thy tenebrous arms and lead my enemies to their return. Black hole!
To that. Like, imagine you have all these games on PSN that you have in your account, but you haven't downloaded. Once the game goes down, goes offline, you can't play them anymore. And then shit like that.
All right.
It's hard to believe that game got the Steelbook version down to $19. That game was amazing. What the hell was over here if there was that thing? Literally nothing. Alright, I guess I'll go park myself. I don't find them, that my games overclutter my house. I have a pretty small place, too.
I'm sick of your ugly maiden of ice who sleepest in silent forests. Race my enemies with your
Dark force!
pure smile and up with them thy bosom. Final embrace.
That said, I do actually own Yakuza Like a Dragon on digital because it was bought for me.
Lead my enemies to their eternal slumber. Black hole.
You can sell those, probably. I think it's a pretty penny.
I got him now. Born in the depths of nothing, abandon your mundane form and become annihilation incarnate. Extension. I've been playing a bit too hard. We won.
Settle, advance the level. You probably should before the CMOS leaks destroy them all. Yeah. I've actually considered selling mine because I'm not a game collector by any means. Like, PSA, your old games and batteries are starting to self-destruct now, 40 years later.
Coil. Just what are you cooking up?
Someone cover me while I'm captain!
Spread.
Yep, that person who bought Mario 64 for $1 million there is
That interrupted the air race.
gonna have like a
Maybe I've been playing a bit too hard.
collector's item that leaks through its packaging and destroys that $1 million.
Extension. Maybe I've been playing a bit too hard.
Someone cover me while I'm captain!
Just what are you cooking up?
Like how I'm stunned, and then I get up and I'm still stunned.
Here, use this. Look at this.
Sit, Red, sit!
I ain't geek.
I ain't geek. Tripe, do you want to buy all my old games? I have Final Fantasy Adventure,
Underestimate the enemy.
Lunar Silver Star Story Collector's Edition,
Revive!
Spread.
is that Digimon World 1? I have Digimon World 3 somewhere as well.
Stretch out thy tenebrous arms and
If it gets any closer, don't
Um,
go too far on your own.
I have to go look.
Savage strike. Thunderblade.
Dark Force!
Brilliant vanguard of the heavens. Cry havoc and with your wrath lead my enemies to their doom.
Yeah, but did you pay someone to have them officially certified as
Looks like I got a little
official
worked up.
copies? Because game collectors don't want to get them anymore if they're not that. Like that dude who was trying to sell Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for like $700 because he had it officially certified as an official copy.
This is take a dragon's breath. I'm not gonna give you time. This in silent forest. Grace my enemies with your pure smile and up with them thy bullseye.
Just absolutely ridiculous to me.
Final embrace. Keep back. Just why you come.
That's sort of retail copies are actually fake.
Stretch out thy if it gets any
I mean,
closer.
if somebody released a fake version of Tears of the Kingdom, it'd probably be a better game.
Static strike.
Dark Force!
Recover. Static strike. Every drop of sweat and training.
Alright,
is
so I
one
need to find a save point or something because I don't know where I'm going in this forest. This is definitely the Lost Woods of Myanus. Good thing I used the holy bottle. Whew, so glad that was that went into play here.
real fight.
I briefly went under fire, ramp response to center before the magic. Ray!
Wild ray. Okay.
You're hoping that the PS4, Switch, Xbox, Sephiroth, XXX servers are down, that emulation is caught up. It'd be nice.
Oh, you want to fight dirty, huh? Retreat. That interrupted the
PSN 3 emulation impressed you, runs better than the actual system, has all the DLC and the convenience of emulation like save states, TS, input mapping, upscaling, 120 FPS patches for 30 FPS games. So, as emulation gets deeper and deeper into it, save states are becoming less and less of a thing to put in because apparently they're super hard to program into later emulation. I think more games being available on PC is a good thing.
This'll just take a second.
I'll be honest, I have no idea how to get through this forest, and I don't have time to figure it out right now.
If it gets any closer. Okay.
It's not clear how to get through this forest. I thought it was just run to the butterflies, but some of the areas don't have butterflies.
Run away, live to fight another day.
Are you trying to say something?
Day after day, we bravely run away.
If you've got something to say to me, say it.
Alright. Norma causing shit, throwing shade. I think it is, yeah. I think it's worse than that. I think I'm just backtracking the way I came now, because there's no indication of whether I'm going the right way or not. At least that I can tell.
Watch out for the dragon's breath that interrupted the heiress. Maybe I've been playing a bit too hard. Okay.
Norma called me a coward. Well, I didn't fall asleep in a mimic bed, so... An obvious mimic bed. I go straight up and there's butterflies. I'm going... Yeah, I know exactly where I am. I'm right by the entrance.
Piece of cake.
Retreat.
Silence.
Maybe I've been playing a bit too hard. No way. Spread. Okay.
I'm just gonna go back to the entrance and hit the save point. It's funny, I used a holy bottle and didn't do a fucking thing. Not a goddamn thing. I am convinced holy bottles in these games are useless.
This'll just take a second.
Retreat. Savage strike.
Billy.
Now we got him.
Outcast. Okay.
And there we go. Yeah, right back to the entrance. That's fine though, we gotta be done here for now anyway, so... I'll figure this out tomorrow. Either way guys, thank you very much for viewing. It was a lot of fun today. We had a lot of good chats.